law. Calling out for justice, but they're missing the flaw. They mix up the rules like it's all the same game. Can't tell criminal from civil, it's all just a name. They don't know the difference, they don't know the weight. In court there's a line they can't navigate. Criminal charges, civil disputes, they confuse them all, thinking they're bulletproof. Haters in the dark shall know with no clue. They can make and judge, but they don't have the view. They're lost in the system, can't see the line. Criminal or civil, they can't read the signs. They're quick to judge and throw around their blame, but they can't even tell you the rules of the game. Is it jail time or just a fine, they ask? But they don't know the law to even take the task. They don't know the difference, they don't know the weight. One's for punishment, one's for a financial fate. They're mixing up the courts with no hesitation, but they can't grasp the true legal foundation. Haters in the dark shouting out with no clue. They can make and judge, but they don't have the view. They're lost in the system, can't see the line. Criminal or civil, they can't read the signs. Haters in the dark shouting out with no clue. They can make and judge, but they don't have the view. They're lost in the system, can't see the line. Criminal or civil, they can't read the signs. They're criminal for crime, civil for the dispute. But these haters can't tell, they're out of pursuit. They're chasing the wrong case, playing the fools, trying to act like they know the rules. Haters in the dark, shouting out with no clue. They can make and judge, but they don't have the view. They're lost in the system, can't see the line. Criminal or civil, they can't read the signs. So keep on talking, keep on pretending. You don't know the difference, your understanding's in it. Hater groups too dumb to know the facts. They're lost in the law, and that's a cold hard act.
Hey, what's going on, people? Why am I taking up? There we go. I got it. How you doing? Happy Friday. What is happening, everybody? I got something to say. How are you guys? Hey, Kim. Happy Friday. Bonnie, Hannah, Ninetons, Tisa, Sheena. Oh my gosh, White Indo, Flut, Bunny. George, Ray, Bone Crusher, hey, highway outside. Golly, that was funny. MoMagic, magic. Hey, Bryn, Bonita, Lucinda, and hello. You tell us what's happening. I did not know major news, otherwise it would have said big news. Hey, MZ, how you doing? Dimples, Black Widow, Cow Crazy. Hey, Jackie. Hello, everyone. I'm just sitting here and, my schedule is just crazy. But I wanted to touch base on something, okay? Everybody knows what's been going on this week, and like everybody, you got the minions over there thinking they found all this info and oh my God, and it's going to be this big deal. No. When I signed off last night, I went to go document some live streams. And in doing so, I was just doing my thing, going through some of the storage unit stuff. Like I told you guys, I'm putting it all away. And I'm listening to this live and I'm literally cracking up. And apparently last night, this is what everybody's saying, okay? Yeah, they found the Holy Grail. No, apparently last night, yes, I did. I did miss you guys. You guys get me in a better mood. I'm already in a better mood because I wasn't in a good mood before getting on here. I can tell you that. So last night, apparently, I and somebody in the chat doxed Megan Fox. And I'm sorry, but when someone like her is babbling, about her being in New York all the time, I don't think telling people that you live in New York or saying that you live in New York is doxing. Doxing would be giving out your street address, and that did not happen. So what happened was it was on Tug's live last night, and boy, we got a whole bunch of stuff to show you tomorrow night about Tug, a whole shitload of stuff. But apparently, somebody sent them something. She came to go check it, and she checked my video from last night. And she came back saying that we did, in fact, dox her. I'm like, was she out of her mind? What is she called doxing? So they came back, and she said that I doxed her, and she kind of, left it at that. She didn't say how or what I used to dox her. Except that her address was given out, which is not true. Her address was not given out. She mentioned how I said that, you need someone's address to serve them, right? So she turns off and she says that, I told Bruce I get served via email. Honey, Bruce ain't the only one serving you. And for some reason, your entire team over there of minions likes to take people and put them in one category as if they're one person doing something. You are blaming a ton of people for one person's doing. And you do it all the time. Like this whole revenge porn thing that you have going on, you're blaming everybody else for something Richard put out on you. Okay, and it's satire. You love satire. All of a sudden you don't like that, but it's something somebody else did, and you're blaming everybody else. You're mad at Ray. You're mad at Super Dave. You're mad at me. I had nothing to do with it at all. Okay, but so regardless, so she's going on in this tangent, and she seems upset about it or whatever, and she also mentioned something about me going after her kids. I touched on that last night. I would never do that. I don't do that. But they do. They go after everybody for something one person that may not be on Jeremy's side did. Okay. And so when this was done, so I was up really late last night when his stupid ass show was done recording. I came back to the video last night and I went and I looked and I said, okay. So the town or the city she lived in was mentioned. All right. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to edit that little word out to make her happy. I was going to email her and I was going to say, and I've never emailed her before ever, but I was going to email her and just say, look, I don't play like that. So I thought that was a known thing. And so here, don't worry, I'm going to take it out, do what you got to do, whatever the hell. And then I said, you know what? I'm not even going to do that because she's just going to go and read it on air. I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to remove it. And when I did do that, I saw that Richard said the same thing, which is kind of what made me say, yes, she does live there. So I removed that too. I thought it was, no big deal, right? I said that it's not doxing her, but you know what? Just in case, I'll remove it anyway, right? Why not? It wasn't done maliciously. It wasn't said maliciously. So I just, removed it. No big deal. I woke up. Well, I've been up kind of crazy days. So that was done. That took a minute to edit. And, I get all these emails, all these screenshots. Okay. And these are screenshots of people posting pictures of my mother. Posting pictures of my mother. My mother's dead. And I find that statement very hard to say. But my mother is no longer with us. And they're posting pictures of my mother on Facebook. And I'm saying, are you guys all out of your fucking minds? Because here's the thing. You really want to play like that. I can do that. I choose not to because I have respect. I have never posted anybody's pictures of their families, their kids, their mothers. They're saying I do, but I have never done that. You will not find a post from me on that group. You will never find a post. You can have all the investigation, whatever you want on that. You will never find me, my IP address, a name. You will never find me posting anything on that group. I have never posted anybody's address intentionally, because I know I scrolled through something one time and I had to wait till the live was over to go back to edit it out because I didn't realize the address was there. But it was a court document still. But either way, I have never posted someone's information like that. Okay. And knowing that I don't do that, knowing that I wouldn't really want that done to me, even though it has been, even though Megan did it to me, I'm not going to go ahead and do that, which is why I actually went in and removed that. So, like, I don't know, around 1 o'clock this afternoon, I get this thing, a privacy thing. And I'm like, what? So she actually made a privacy complaint. I'm like, well, I just responded to it. I'm like, I already removed it. I'm like, you know, but it's like to sit here and listen to this bullshit. People say, oh, you want to dox this person? You want to dox that? Look, she sat there last night before she even realized somebody messaged her talking about being from New York, being in New York. Don't come to New York, Leslie. I'm like, and I'm laughing because, you know, to me, you know, I'm from like, you know, New York, like real New York. And I grew up in New York. So it's kind of like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, honey, you moved there in what, 2016, 2017? You're not, to me, you're not no New Yorker, you know? Is it true she deleted a show from yesterday? I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't on her show. It was on Tug's. But she's sitting there and she's just lying about all this shit. And I mean, the lies that were going on last night, again, are crazy. But I am letting everybody know now, you will never, and no one here or anywhere can say that I posted shit about any of those people. None of them. My focus has always been what's on this main case, which is always Jeremy, Michelle, and John. Okay? That's it. I never felt the need to like dox anybody, not even them. Their information's out there. So there's not even, you know, you can't even dox them if you wanted to. I don't do that. Mine was doxed. It's in a song. The actual street address is in a song. Okay. Thank God I live in a private area where if you're found in here, you can get in trouble, especially if it involves any of this shit. Okay. Because that would be stalking, you know? So, I mean, to sit there and try and blame people for somebody else's shit is, you know, you can't blame a group for one person doing something. That's number one. All right. So I'm not about in my channel. I'm not about the doxing. I'm not about, you know, let's see, you know, Megan, your family lives where? Shall I go into, you know, thank God your parents are still living. Shall I start posting pictures of them all over Facebook since this is what you have your people doing to me? Because my parents are both dead. And I'm sorry, I don't like seeing my mother's images being used by evil fucking people on that site. Because that's all that group is a bunch of hate. And you're using my mother. And they're doing it on your behalf, Megan. I think that's sick and I think it's twisted. And you want to sit here and bitch that nobody should mention, God forbid, your kids or your husband. God forbid, Megan. Where is your morals? Where'd you lose them? You know? That's my family. You went after my husband and I let it go. I didn't even say anything because guess what? If it's necessary, it'll show up in court. He could go after all of you. Every last one of you. Yes, whatever the other one is. You said you had two. I don't know where it is. But here, it's fine. I'll use the other one.
You live?
Yes. Sorry. So, if Lisa was like that, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. See, like everybody has their own way of doing things, you know. Richard can post whatever he wants on his channel. He can post, you know, in his articles, you know, that's all. But just because Richard posts something doesn't mean I'm responsible for it. You know what I mean? That's not what it means. And that goes the same with Super Dave or anybody else, you know. And I'm mentioning that because they seem, you know, obviously there's a for Hales and an against Hales. That's quite obvious. Okay. But an ecosystem over here, that's not happening. But I'm going to show you years ago, when that word ecosystem popped up with these minions, I'm gonna absolutely
What happened
show
now?
you.
You really don't go live right now.
I'm live right now. I know.
I know, but what happened for you to go live right now?
They're posting pictures of my mother.
Huh?
They're posting pictures of my mother on Facebook
For what?
because they think they're funny, and I just think it's in really, really poor, bad taste that they do that. That's not their family. That's not their mother, and they. My mother's gone. She's passed. But I'll tell you what. If my mother was here, oh man, would she go up on the set?
Hey, you want a picture of my mom too? You can put one right by her. I'll give you one.
Today's your mom's birthday.
Oh, it is my mom's birthday. Go ahead, you can put a picture up if you want.
Today's Gabe's mom's birthday, and she's no longer with us either. But
she died when she was 45.
Yeah, she died young. But I just wanted to say that. Only the good die. I can't do Billy Joel at all. But I just wanted to come on here and say that, I was pretty well aware. She said that she was in New York. It's gonna get really fun now. Sorry for your loss, Gabe. Lucifer. Thank you, King Paco. Happy heavenly birthday, Mama. What? Yeah. You never saw that before?
Those are laughing emojis.
Yeah, they're laughing emojis.
Yeah.
They're smiling.
No, that's are they laughing at
I'm not sure.
They're laughing at the fuck at you talking. So it's gotta be a troll doing that.
Oh, probably. That's fine. Keep throwing those smileys out there. If it's a troll, go ahead. Billy Joel just canceled all his tour. He has a brain disorder. Oh no. I haven't heard that yet.
Proves you don't have nothing better to do.
Yeah. I just look, I understand, when happy heavenly birthday to your mom, Gabe.
Thank you.
Don't go using people's families to try and maliciously hurt them. My mother was a very strong woman, and I'm telling you right now, if my mother was here, my mother would be sitting right next to me and going off louder than me. And she wasn't a loudmouth. She's just a fighter. She wouldn't let any of this shit be happening. She would have gotten in the car and went to the car. She would have done whatever she had to do to make this stop from hurting people.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
What?
They actually
They posted a picture of my mother. A couple of them.
I mean, part of that, I'm just going to say this. I wouldn't go too far with the mocking of the family on her side anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go too far with it if I were you.
They think they're funny.
Just because she's gone doesn't mean...
it's really messed up. And so, am I irritated by that? Yeah, I am. Why? Because my mother's gone. And not only is she gone... See, I'm gonna cry.
That's all right. Don't let him get to you. It's a piece of shit.
No, it's my mother. It's me missing my mother. That's all. It's not what they're doing. This month is a hard month for me because of my mom. So it's her birthday. Her birthday is coming. It's Mother's Day. It was my birthday. Yeah, she died in May. It's a very hard month for me. It may always be. I don't know.
Do you find this weird that your mom passed away just like days before her birthday, and my mom passed away on her
birthday? Yeah,
on her birthday.
Yeah. So it's just really hard. So when I see someone trying to use my mother, it pisses me off.
You got to look at it this way,
and it would on any other day or any other time, but this right now is really pissing me off.
You got to really look at it this way. There's whatever reason they got behind for showing your mother, you don't need to turn it into a negative.
No, I could turn it into a positive. My mother was a great woman. She was full of strength. That's where I get my strength from. I can't take away from my dad either, but I'm not gonna just sit by here. And they're doing it on Megan's behalf, like we doxed Megan. We did not dox Megan. Okay, everybody knows that she's from New York. She's really not, but She lives in New York. And this is not a secret. She says it all the time. Okay. Now that's not doxing is putting out somebody's address, which is exactly what they've done to me. They actually doxed my address. So I can say that over and over again, but that's what they did. But my point is, last night when I heard her say that she thought I doxed her, okay, I went back to, he doesn't know this, so I'm kind of repeating. I went back to look at the video to see where and what I did, you know, because I did not say an address. I knew damn well I didn't say an address.
Trust me, she does. She puts all her ducks in a row before she posts the video.
Well, she did take a little bit of time to come back. I mean, it wasn't that hard. It didn't take that long for me to find it. So maybe it's because I knew where the conversation was. I don't know. Either way, so that's what she did. She went back and she came back and she said that I doxed her, and I did not. I did not. But my point is, I was like, okay, well, you know, if that bothers you, that, you know, I'll take that out. Why? Because it's someone's address. I'll take it out that you live in that town. No big deal. Right. And like I said, I was going to email her and say, listen, I see that bothers you. I didn't think that was a secret, but okay. Just so you know, I was going to email her just so she knew I removed it. And I was going to, you know, carry on with your bullshit, whatever. But I just wanted to let her know that I was going to remove it. But then I said, oh, she's going to read the fucking thing. I'm like, never mind. I'm just going to do it and be done with it. And that's what I did. So I didn't say a word. I just did it. I removed like 7 seconds, you know, of what I said. And that was it. And then today, all this bullshit came up, and people are saying I'm doxing her. And then someone even said, oh, why? If you didn't dox her, why'd you delete it? If you heard it, and if it's clipped, you'll hear what I said. It's still not doxing her, but I felt that she was bothered by it. Or maybe she was bothered by the fact that we actually do know where she lives. Maybe she thought we didn't. I don't know. But nobody doxed her.
Well, how come they don't climb on the people that dox our address and dox me? How come they don't climb on them?
Yeah, and then the other thing that they do is they actually act like we've done something first. Yeah. Meanwhile, they're the ones doing this shit and trying to make it like they're like coming after us. Meanwhile, we're the ones that are like getting treated a certain way.
It sucks, doesn't it?
And going back and saying, what the fuck are you doing? But they're acting the other way around. So anyway, and aside from that, in having to play and record that idiot's bullshit last night, the lies, the spins. Guys, all I'm going to tell you is this. For hours, like 2 or 3 hours, and they even went back to it. He's talking about the bully exterminator site, right? And he's saying, the bully site, the bully site, the bully site. I'm like, hold on. How is that a bully site? It's called bully exterminators. They exterminate the bullies with truth. How is it a bully site? It's not a bully site. It's a site that's going to show the truth about whatever situation may be. And that site actually had a really cool mini-series, and it was called The Hold On Hillbillies. You know, and they're trying to blame all of us for that. No, we didn't create that. We didn't create that at all. And whoever did will step up and say so at some point. But you know, you can't blame everybody because something funny happened. What I can tell you is we put out a funny song about it, about the series, because it is funny. And I'm sorry if you can't handle a storyline, whether the whole thing is exactly 100% true, or the moral, or the premise, or whatever the plot is true. I can't help it what you think. Whatever you take from it is how you're gonna take it. But if you feel that that's you, then boy, you should really turn around and
look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror, yeah. Lisa, did you copy that section you deleted for your own record? Yes, I have it. You will always be a bigger person than them. Your channel is classier than theirs ever will be. Well, thank you, Georgia. Sometimes I wonder, because I know I throw those F-bombs. But, you know, it's twisted that they'll go on Facebook. And I'm not sure who it is. It's one or two people. It's someone who thinks that they know my family, which has actually been proven false. Someone's digging. They're all trying to dig. There's also someone there trying to figure out what I did in the music industry. And Someone's claiming like, oh, well, I was a photographer. I'm probably better or more known than her or something like that. I'm like, okay. I used to be the one to, decide whether or not you're going to get a credential to come in, so, okay, Miss Photographer, whoever you are. But I'm not going to sit there and throw that shit out there. You know why? Because you guys are sick stalking fucks. That's who you are. You're sick. And the bottom line is, I did work in the music industry. That's all you need to know. And if you're jelly, then I don't know what to tell you about that. But you guys need to like grow the hell up. Nothing matters but what's going on with these court cases. That's it. That is it. That is the story. Then they try to post all this shit about Michelle again. Did you see this? Did you see that? Guess what? Nothing matters. Nothing matters except what Jeremy did to her, because she did not stalk him. So from the point that she moved to Otter Creek, beyond that, I don't care. I do not care. She did not stalk him. There's video of him even saying so. She moved there to save her child. He said it himself. There was no mention of stalking, no mention of following him to Otter Creek. The guy is a lying sack of crap. His story gets bigger as the time goes by. Okay? And I watched it. And unless someone's willing to go ahead and do that and go back over and rewatch every ounce of his shit like I had to find every piece of the story and evidence, you can't literally sit there and probably be in agreement with me. If you don't agree, there's no way I'm going to show you until you see it as evidence. But the fact is, it's there. Go back and look. It's there. I'm literally not going to, how am I going to sit here and point out over, 200 and something videos to you to go do that? I mean, I've done it for other reasons, but for everybody to see like that, when that information pops up, you'll see where each thing came from, and you'll be able to go and look at it yourselves the same way the court's going to be able to. You will be able to see the evidence. I just cannot tell you when that's going to be. I'm sorry, I cannot. But I've gone back and I've gone over every bit of it. And that's all I care about is what has to do with this case. Because I did do investigative reporting for it. I did build it up so that it would help Michelle with her case. And somehow, he doesn't like the fact that I'm against him. He tried to throw me in, and he did. And he's made up all kinds of stories about that shit, too. I think we need to really read the lawsuit that was filed against 11 defendants. This is just ridiculous. These extra people trying to insert themselves into this for attention. Right. And views. I just sad. Yep. So all these Facebook people are just trying to like dig and get into. There's nothing you're going to find out about my mom. She passed away. You want the day she died? What do you want about my mother? My mother was the coolest lady in the freaking world in my book. Sorry, I'm reading the chat, guys. Shockett and his lawyer, Nick Chapeta, talked. They did? Hey, Nine Chins! We're not on YouTube channel. Let's go worldwide. Hey, Bearded! How are you?
How long have you been live?
Not long. I went live a little bit ago. I'm just reading the chat. So I mean, I just wanted to come on and say that. I purposely went, when I heard that she was a little upset, I went and I removed it. Just
what
because.
What did you say?
Because.
What happened?
Huh?
What did you say?
I said, well, somebody wrote it in the chat, and I said, yeah, she does live there, meaning the town, right? So I was like, okay, and I thought it was known. Because she's always talking about, she's in New York, blah, 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 blah. Even last night, while I'm recording it, she's saying, don't come to New York. I'm thinking, honey, no, you did tell nobody to come to New York. I'm in more New Yorker than you are. You know what I mean? Like, don't even go there. But anyway, that's what I was laughing about.
So she's from New York?
No, she's not from New York. She moved there in like 2017 or something.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, like she's not even there 10 years. She's calling herself in New York. It's kind of like, are you kidding? Really? But so I just did it. It bothered her enough. I mean, that's someone's address. So okay, I thought everybody knew. I don't watch them, but she was clearly saying New York when I was there. But it's in the boonies. Don't worry, Megan. No one's gonna go there.
Hey, Megan. I'm playing. My fingers are rubbing together.
Your thumb and your forefinger.
Yeah, you know what that is? That's the littlest violin in the world, and it's playing "My Heart Bleeds for You."
Either way, I knew it bothered her, so I removed it. It's a couple of seconds. It was no big deal out of me to do. But that's what I did, And I was gonna let her know, but I didn't. But all right, whatever. She wants to hang on that shit. That's fine. But these people are posting pictures of my family on her behalf, so that's coming from her. It's coming from her bullshit and her lies, and because she is lying. But that's what she's doing. It's coming from her and Tug and the whole nine yards. And I'm going to show you guys tomorrow night a little bit of info on Tug and where certain words came from and what he's done and how he's been part of little, smear campaigns for reasons. Vanessa, what's going fast? Their attention sick. I'm sorry the children being so damn childish. They should not bring your mother into this. They have nothing else to say of any intelligence. That's true. This crap is why I walked away and struggled with both sides being in the wrong. I come here to you because you're actually intelligent. Thank you, Andrea. Stop. I mean, stopped. What's wrong? Where am I supposed to go? Stop. Oh, Sleona's comment? Hold on. It pissed me off. What happened with Sleona? Hold on. A Facebook group said you scammed Shadow out of 10,000. She died back. What the fuck? Okay, hold up right there. No, that bitch's name is Barbara. We call her Moo. She's one of the first weeds I pulled. Actually, she is the first weed I pulled. Okay? No. I pulled that fucking weed. Shadow's a good friend of mine. She scammed Barbara scammed Shadow out of $10,000 total. Yes, Barbara did. Don't even get me started on that. That's why Barbara's pissed off. Because she got basically kicked out of the freaking group when everybody found it. Hold on a second. Hold on. This is going to set Robbie off. Hello? Yeah? Oh, shit. He already knows. He's listening. Hold on. Go ahead.
Listen, you son of a bitch.
Stop.
You share the fuck out of this. You got that? You are me in here.
Yeah. And so he's listening.
You want to know who's scared of Shadow? One of your fucking people.
Yeah. Yep. The person who scammed Shadowrunner is Barbara and Wolf. They scammed her. So they better get their story straight.
Demon Cat told her to get on this right now. Bye.
Well, thanks for letting me know about that. Yeah, that's bullshit right there. Yeah, Shadow's a good friend of mine. See, I just sent Robbie her banner that's hanging on his in the warehouse behind his desk. When you guys see him live, that's Shadow's banner. Nick Ricada shouldn't have anything to say in this. Oh my God. I read quite a bit on him, and the fact that Megan's pushing him is like, wow, really? Yeah, it's getting interesting because they actually have articles you could read. Hold on a second. Why? What's going on, Ed? Hey, Jennifer W. Something going on in the chat? What's going on? Sorry, I'm reading messages and stuff. That's yeah, no. They tricked Shadow into helping them get down to Florida and had them. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna. So much shit. So many times she did it. 300 here, 300 there. Yeah, that had nothing to do. Demon Cat, what's going on? Hold on, Ed. Don't be telling people in the chat to F off if that's what you did. I was just told that. That better not be true. Don't do that. Is that true? Because I don't see either one of them here.
I saw one Ed wrote.
You did? What did he say?
It just said you are the fucking annoying ones. I don't know if he meant us or them. I don't know.
What happened?
Somebody said that.
All right. Hold on. Let me handle it. Hey, Robbie. Bye. Do you want a link or something? Robbie goes, Donna. Donna is Shadow's sister-in-law. Okay, Donna. Somebody in the Facebook chat literally just said something along. I can't hear me. I'm echoing there. Can you just turn it down? What? We are echoing in the microphone. Anyway, so somebody in the Facebook chat is telling people that I stole $10,000 from Shadowrunner now. No, this is going to go all over Facebook now because it's just being talked about. Yeah. Gabe's mouth just like hit the floor. Just stop spamming. It's the mod. So, okay. I said Hales called Preston.
Where do they get this stuff from?
I don't know. I don't.
They go along?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know. But somebody came in here and said something, and then Sliona said that's what they were saying. And that's
so messed up.
I know, right? It's literally, I'm telling
People
you, like social media has really done wonders with people.
One word out of like something, and then they turn it into a wildfire.
Yeah. Send me a link. You want to come in? Hold on. What time is it? Because Robbie's going live. But let's see. Hold on. Yeah. All right, I sent you a link. But that's Shadow's sister, and we all love Shadow.
Now they're going after dead people.
That's what I'm saying.
Shadow. Going after dead people.
But don't use that word. Yeah, don't use that word. I don't like that word, guys. I really don't.
They're using people that have passed.
I know it's the same thing. I just don't like I have a hard time when I say my mother's dead. Like I said it earlier, and I explained it. I don't like saying it like that. It's just mean. But that's. Oh, Kendra's there. And in no mood for stupid shit. There she is. Yeah, it's just mods aren't noticing my question. And it's not easy to notice everybody's question. You know this. So you can't get so mad all the time because I have like 3 topics running right now at the same time. So
did Ed say we were the annoying ones?
I don't know who he said was annoying, but what happens is he posts the same things over and over and over, and people get annoyed seeing the same thing. Because it's not the first time. I've seen that. So that's what's going on. Or that's what it appears like it's going on. Don't make me pull out the whip.
I think he was talking about that.
Well, either way, I mean, how's things on? Hello, Linda. Get him, Kendra. Yeah, Kendra's not anyway. Don't mess with her Aunt Joni. Yeah. Don't mess with her, Aunt Joey. What?
Go.
What? Yeah. Sorry. Things are starting to happen around here now. But, yeah. I just wanted to come on and say that. I'm not doxing no one. I never have. I've never posted pictures of anybody's family members. Nothing like that. That's if Jeremy wants to talk something about his son came on the show. He's an adult. He did that. His picture was on there. That's totally different. But anybody who's not, come on, I've never posted anybody's family pictures or anything. I would never post a picture of their, deceased parents or family members or anything like that. Whoever's doing that is sick and twisted. And I thought it was necessary to say something. If you think you're pissing me off, that's fine. You want to hurt me? Fine, get me in my feels. But you're doing it based on something that you're accusing me of that I never did. So it makes you even more twisted. And the fact that you're doing it on behalf of Megan, it lies in Megan's lap that you're doing it because she's creating that kind of bullshit over on her channel. I don't see anybody posting shit of their kids. I don't see anybody. No one's sending me screenshots of anybody else's kids being posted anywhere. Okay, so obviously it's nobody from our community that's doing it. Okay, because we'd see them, right? So we have a totally different class of people here. They're not going to do shit like that. They haven't, and they won't. It's those psychos over there, like you got your Ania Waterman, whatever, or Anya, however you want to say her name, from Ireland, who thinks she's Swift and double karma, she's going to go after me. Well, I got news for you. There are local authorities in your country that take things a little more serious than they do here, so it actually might be easier. So, and who told me that? People from your country did. Okay, so y'all can laugh things off all you want. But when you see things disappearing or you see groups disappearing, you're going to want to know why? That's going to be why. Because of bullshit you're pulling. Yes, I did, Donna. So you're going to want to know why, and that's going to be the reasons why. Because it's going to be a domino effect. One thing is going to stop happening here and there. And you guys can create it again, and it'll go down as quicker than it did before. Because nobody's playing anymore. You guys are using these social media platforms for negative bullshit. And you're using it to hurt people. And at least I can distinguish who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Facebook. You don't use Facebook posters, you trolls, all you freaks out there, okay? You guys are using it to hurt people because you think you're part of something that you're really not. All you're doing is you're the army that Jeremy spoke about when he goes to court. It's in a video. You're the army that he's using. Okay. And then he has his minions like Tug that he jumped on. Why? Because Johnny Depp's trial was big and popular. And when I show you how deep and how involved and how close Tug was to that and how he's, pushing a narrative, that's exactly what Jeremy wants. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to put it together how these two are pushing the narrative. Megan's right behind him and why there's a smear campaign going there and how it's working, because we're going to show you exactly what he did. And it's not going to be coming from me. This is going to be coming from shit that's already out there. Okay? That's been on the news. Yes, I did send the link. Yes, I did. So I'm just not going to sit around, and what people are going to do, they're going to keep posting pictures of my mother? Okay. That's some evil shit right there that's going on. And it will be taken down. I can promise you that. It absolutely will be. Because if I go tomorrow, because I cannot go now, I can go to the sheriff's office tomorrow and he'll log right into Facebook and take that entire group down. It's a matter of whether I want to do that or not. How is our bougie lady? All right, let it go, Ed. I don't really. It's gone past so far. Jeremy walks away with clean hands every single time they post because he knows they're doing it. You have to understand, he knows what they're doing. He doesn't have to do much. He just has to throw a suggestion out there, and they do it. And they're doing the same thing with Megan and Tug. And because of them saying that I doxed her, which I didn't, and she knows damn well I really didn't, that, they're coming after me. I didn't dox her. That's not doxing her address at all. But I still removed what bothered her. So, and that's fine. Because if someone said the Villages when nobody knew I lived in the Villages, which everybody knows I live in the Villages, right? It's technically got a different name, okay, for where I am. But yeah, it's considered the Villages. So yeah, go ahead with the Villages. But I use the other name. So, and that's just a technicality. But yeah, so everybody knows that. Why? Because they doxed it. They doxed the address because Jeremy doxed it and then Megan doxed it. Yeah. So they think that's fine. And I still didn't dox her address. Did not dox it. You know. And I'm not going to dox it because it's not my thing. But honey, Megan, if you're getting sued by other people, you can't blame Bruce. If you told Bruce to serve you in a certain way or whatever, then that's just you and Bruce, honey. You should know that. Come on. You know we're not all the same person. Come on. Come on now. Seems like no one can have opinions anymore. At least I'm going to email you later. All righty, Jennifer. I reported the Facebook page a few times. Yeah, it takes a while for them to do anything. But yeah, do me a favor. If you see pictures of what's supposed to be a picture of my mother, please report it. Get to whoever that bitch is, that anonymous person, shut down again. Because we know that Anya chick got like a couple of days she had to stay, and she's gonna go for more too. So Anya thinks she's funny. She's obsessed. But you know, we'll see what happens with that. Lisa, do a beautiful video of your mom. Do you want to? I usually put something up. Not on here with my mom, but I am proud of family. Even other families that I don't even talk about. I love my family. I absolutely love my family. I'm very proud of my family. That's the one thing. Don't go after my family. Kendra can tell you, don't go after my family. Normally, I wouldn't have even cared. I would have laughed or brushed it off. But the fact that happened last night and they did that in retaliation to something that I didn't do. Okay. Saying a town someone's from is not doxing. Giving a street address is. She didn't get the invite. Hold on, let me send it again. Hold on. I'm not going to be on here long anyway, though, guys, because Robbie's going live. Okay. Hold on one sec. Hey, I didn't. Oh, Gabe. All right, let's see. There's nothing there. Oh, there it is. That's awesome. Thank you, hon. That's a great pick. We did a 20-minute video at my mom's servers and we're holding babies. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's gonna make me cry. Aww. I can't even talk about my mom's. Yeah, but this is just like a hard month when it comes to my mom. I try to, believe it or not, put it out of my head. But then when I see, someone trying to use her to hurt me, that's not hurting me. Now I'm pissed off at Megan that she started this shit with this doxing bullshit because she knows damn well what I said wasn't really doxing and she knows it. So regardless, they're doing it on her behalf. And, that's not cool. That's not good. And if they want to keep doing that, then, Megan should be prepared for pictures and all kinds of shit to pop up then, I guess, right? Now, will I do that? No, it won't be me doing it. I can tell you that right now. But people don't like the way Megan, is playing. And if she wants to do shit like that, then she should expect the same shit in return. I even went in last night and removed this little stupid word that bothered her so much because it is where she lives. So fine, whatever, I did. But it wasn't her street address or anything. It wasn't, she felt that way. Fine. That's different. See, there's no I have it. She doesn't have the whole like morals or truth, or she doesn't have that, you know. But this is what she's egging on, and have at it. But Megan, I'll tell you what, you better hope nobody turns around and starts posting pictures of your family and your relatives and all kinds of shit like that, like they're doing to me, because it doesn't feel right. It feels a little sick and twisted. And to know that sick and twisted people are out there is a little like, it's disturbing. It's disturbing. So, but this is what you're egging on right now, Megan. And try to walk away from that bullshit. That's what was done this morning because of your lying bullshit about doxing. And meanwhile, I heard what she said. I said, whatever. I'll take the second out that I said that little word. I was being courteous, for Christ's sake. Anyway. And I didn't have to be. And I was. But look what happened. Megan doesn't need breadcrumbs. Oh, the funniest thing last night was them talking about how we mocked somebody who paid $900 and then brought up breadsticks. And all of a sudden she's calling it groupie money and a breadstick train. And please, whatever you do. And she's coming up with all these reasons for people to send them money. I'm like, wow. That's just so bad. And after you see, I'm going to show, because I got all this stuff last night after I signed off the live. So I'm definitely going to show it tomorrow so you guys all see. Hold on. Hello? All right. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Donna, if you're there, do me a favor, email me. I think I got the wrong email address for you, please. Because I sent you the link twice. Even going to, so as a matter of fact, I'll do exactly what he said to do. Hold on, I don't know why. Hold on, I'm going to send it to Rob. Hold on. Yeah, Robbie's not happy about that. People don't bring up Shadow and start lying about it. They're just lying about people, man. And they're trying to use the people involved to hurt us. And, you know, this may have been a reaction, and that's fine. But that's my mother, man. That's my mother. I got to go, Lisa and prayers. Bye, Carol Crazy. So yeah, that's my mom, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna jump and defend there, and I think that you guys are all sick out there for posting pictures of somebody else's mother that's not your own. When she's passed, and you're using it in a hateful group, you're using it maliciously. But I'll tell you what, you don't know my mother, and the fact that you did that, I hope you could sleep at night, because if there's anybody bothering you, it's gonna be her. Trust that. Why would anyone want to post my profile picture? They wouldn't, because it's wrong. It is wrong. And that's just it. They don't care. They don't care how wrong it is. They say we're doing wrong, so it's okay to do wrong to us. Meanwhile, they can't prove that we've done wrong. Like I said, we've never posted anybody's pictures, because I know that for a fact, because we don't go on there. And if somebody else does it that doesn't like Jeremy, it doesn't mean it's me. I don't do that. I won't go on there. I have more respect for myself than to actually do something like that. I wouldn't do that. That's just not who I am. You know, to bring anyone's family. Yeah, they brought my best friend who passed away's daughter up and posted her pictures too. They're sick people.
You know, the funny thing is, what you're saying, that I mean, like how they go after your mom. They brought up other stuff, posted in Doxing or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny. Everyone over there thinks they're afraid that you're going to do it to them.
So they're trying to do it first?
I don't have no idea, but they should be more worried. I'm the vengeful one.
Yeah, Gabe's the vengeful one. You should be worried about what he'll do. But he doesn't play online.
I'm the vengeful one. I'll go a year, 2 years, and still hold the venge.
Yeah.
I'm the vengeful one.
Gabe's the one that would be like, really? Okay, he's the one with the mouth that'll sass your ass right back. You know, that's him, you know. I mean, he's not physical or violent or anything like that, but he's the mouth. He could go right back at you, no problem. You know. No,
I'm not a violent person.
No,
but if I have to get violent, I'm not afraid to.
No, you can defend yourself. You're not going to provoke shit.
I'm not gonna take crap.
I'm sorry, I was reading something and I lost it. It's pretty much textbook for Tug. Accuse someone of doing extra. Well, I'm going to show what Tug does and what he's been doing for years before he ever even knew who Jeremy Hales was. And I know that we've seen it before. No, this is a little more in depth.
You got a little
videos and all.
You got some juicy juice on Tug.
I got juicy juice on Tug, and it's somebody else's reportings. It's new. This is all new shit.
Really?
Yeah. But they go deep and they explain things that like we wouldn't have known. And you know what I saw in that? The word ecosystem.
Really?
I was like, oh, really now? Where did ecosystem really come from? That's kind of funny. I was like, that's interesting. That is absolutely interesting. Because when you see what he does, and if you ever listen to him, you can see he's doing it. He literally tries to convince you. I told you guys the other night, if he wasn't ass kissing Dave Donor, then it was to get him to send some money, because I'm pretty sure that he's not making
money too.
Huh? No, he doesn't. But I'm pretty sure that Tug and Megan are not making the amount of money they made while the Depp and Amber Heard trial was going on, right? So with that, yeah. So he's not making that kind of money with Hales and covering Hales. I can tell you that too. So, but he's making money, just not probably like $70,000 a month. That's not happening. But anyway, his narrative and how he pushes it. So it's a wonder to me. Were you really trying to get David, the donor, to come on your side so he can give you money? Or was it just you had to spread that narrative? You had to convince him how bad it was to be on the other side. Convince him. Because now that I'm listening to you, it's more of you convincing people to believe what you're saying. You are trying and pounding so hard to make them believe the bullshit stories you're giving. You're convincing. You are purposely doing it, and that's what you were doing with Amber. We're gonna show it all tomorrow. Donna's here. This is Shadowrunner's sister, Donna. Oh wait, Donna, you there?
Yes.
Hey, Donna, how are you?
I'm mad as hell.
I know. I haven't talked to you in a while, so that's why I'm sorry. So, what do you think about them trying to say me stole $10,000 from Shadow?
Barb did that.
Yeah, Barb Moo. Go ahead.
And I didn't know about it, and I was so pissed when I did.
Yeah.
Don't let me get a hold of the people that's saying this.
I'm telling you, they're vicious.
Because I will be vicious right back.
Yeah.
And I don't do it with words.
I'm very. I always said, like, if anybody comes up, because, remember that as soon as Shadow passed, Kimmy and her little minions, she has minions too. Not many. But they tried to say stuff too. And I said, oh, hell no one's going to mess with Shadow. So when I saw that just now, I was like, what? Hold up, And Robbie must have heard it went bonkers. So, and here we are.
And nobody messes with family.
You're right. Exactly, Donna.
Because family is somebody you don't mess with.
Yep. I agree 100%.
I'm from the South, the old South, and
Right.
you don't mess with that.
Yeah.
We are very tight,
Yeah.
and you don't mess with me.
Yeah.
Be-
I'm the same way, and I'm literally just like when I saw, because there's a
Because
lot of people emailing me those pictures of my mom. I'm like, are
because
you kidding me?
I I I don't come slinging lawyers.
Yeah. Well, we don't. I understand where you're coming from, Donna, but um, it's just really sad that
You know,
social media has gotten to a
I
point.
take my time plotting revenge.
Yeah, well, that's not good though. That takes a lot out of you too. It's almost like you want to just you know, say what you got, say what you got to say. If it continues, like go through authorities because that's the way to do it these days. Even though a lot doesn't get done and it takes time to get done, that's just the way it's
I
got to
don't
be.
depend on the government because government don't do shit.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
They My dad always says, don't depend on the government.
Yeah, I hear that too. I mean, but we gotta do things legally as far as bringing the people down on social media. That's the
Because
realm we have to go through.
because I got the money to fight, and if they want to go the legal way, I can do that.
Yeah, I honestly don't think it's going to be um, that big of an issue with Shadow.
But
Uh,
but Shadow didn't want that. She
exactly,
wanted
she did not know.
she wanted peace,
Yeah, she did. She absolutely did.
and to bring her name into this,
Yeah, it's crazy.
she wanted peace,
Yep.
and that's all I'm saying is let it go.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Let
But
the
I just
shit go with Shadow.
yeah. I don't know why anybody's even saying that. It's probably just one of Barbara's games, coming out there and saying something like that. Because and trying to twist it, I don't know where that. I mean, I really don't know where that came from. But that was all Barbara who did all that. You know,
Shadow wants it gone, and she don't want Barbara to speak her name.
right? Exactly. I spoke to Shadow a little bit before she passed, and she told me those exact things. You know, uh, she didn't want to be a part of any of that the hell stuff or topic of discussion at all. You know what I mean? Like that. That's she wanted nothing to do with that.
She
Um,
wanted peace.
yes, she was all about peace. But Shadow is a wonderful and absolutely amazing person. Such a sweet, sweet lady. God, man, it's really
She,
sad. That she's gone.
she would give you the shirt off her back.
Yes, she would. Yes, Jennifer W. Um, is that who did it, John Cook? She's trying to make herself relevant. She does it all the time in her other BS that she pulls with the
Who?
other idiots. Barbara. She tries to
Whoever
make
took
herself.
whoever took my antidepressants, I hope you're happy now.
You idiot. Sorry, Don. Gabe's coming in with his little quirky things.
I mean, Shadow just wanted peace. Let her rest in peace.
Yes, please. Please leave Shadow there. Whoever's saying these stupid things, you have the truth. It's absolutely not true. And leave Shadow be. Thank you, Helen. This is the second time they've used a person who has passed away to hurt people they don't even know. Exactly. and it's terrible. It's terrible. All Shadow ever wanted was peace, and that's before she even knew she was sick. She
They're
just
dragging
wanted
her
peace.
into it now.
Yeah. I don't know who actually said it, but the person who was the one who did it to her was Barbara.
People that are deceased, they should
rest in peace.
That's it. Rest in peace. No rumors.
Yeah.
Even if a rumor is true, just don't
nip
bring
it
up.
in the
why
bud.
bring
See
some
it.
stuff
Well,
up?
it came up in the chat. That's why. And Robbie was listening to it.
I mean, even your worst enemy's parents, if they're gone.
I didn't see it. I was told to go back to it. But it's terrible that they're taking people that are passed, and not even here to say anything, and not that they would anyway. Shadow would never get involved with any of this crap. Shadow just loved, but even before she was sick, like I said, she wanted peace. She did not like argue. You know what? She just wanted to go and be with animals and the people she loved and just be happy and merry, man. And I'm really sad that she didn't get the opportunity to do that again. But she is now. You know, that's the way I look at it. I look like she's happy and she's doing anything she wants to do. But
she is she is with my brother, and that's what comforts me.
Yep. I just think it's really sad. Donna, thank you for coming on here and letting us know that and speaking for Shadow. You know, she's very missed. Did you see the flag? The banner on the backdrop of Robbie's live?
No, I missed it.
Oh, really? It's hanging behind it, right next to the Get Swamp banner. It's hanging. Oh, Shellbell, thank you so much. Thank you for your super chat, hon. Yeah, it's hanging behind Robbie, behind the table, like to the right, like behind the computer. He has the Get Swamp logo, the banner for Get Swamp, and then he has Shadow's banner hanging.
Who's on there with you?
Donna.
Donna?
Yeah. Shadow's sister-in-law.
Oh, hello, Donna.
Hey, Gabe.
Donna is so cool. I always thought Donna was cool.
How are you?
I'm good. Well, I was good, but
yeah. Out of nowhere, right? See how this stuff just pops up, Donna? It's crazy.
I mean, now I got to go take a nerve pill.
Aw.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here crying, just hearing how they bring up Shadow. It breaks my heart.
Man, I'm so
Especially
sorry.
with somebody that just passed away recently.
Recently too, yeah.
And you're gonna bring their name into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shows the level there. Shows the level of their.
Yeah.
Intent.
Yeah, I don't know where it originated from, Donna, but fact, it's a lie, and people should keep, unless they're talking about how great of a person Shadow is. Yeah.
Well, we're here.
We're here to defend Shadow. That's absolute, and I told Shadow that. You know, but she just wanted peace.
Yeah, she was a great woman.
Yeah.
She was a good woman.
Yeah, she was. She absolutely was. I literally just visioned her walking through my garage right now, Donna, because she was here, you know, and we were going through. I literally envisioned, because she only came so high. Shadow is short, and I literally just saw her walking by. I just imagined.
I wouldn't go to your house because of that woman because of that woman that was there.
Hales?
Yes. She was evil.
Yes.
In my
you felt
eyes.
that?
Yes, I felt that.
Wow. That's what would trip me out with her, because I didn't read it at all. I didn't get that at all.
You didn't
get
nothing.
That? No, I didn't get anything. Well, I want to say before she came, I didn't want her to come. I really didn't. But it was something that I said I would do because, she was trapped. She needed the place, and Robbie convinced me it was a good idea. I'm blaming Robbie. Well, it is his fault anyway, but still. But when it
I
came down to her coming,
oh
I was like, God, I really don't want to do this. I feel very uncomfortable. And this is my home. I don't want to feel uncomfortable in my home. And this was something for 3 weeks. Now, nobody knows this story, but Travis was supposed to be housing her, right? And I guess when he offered her the house to stay at, he didn't expect she's going to jump on a plane and come from the Netherlands, but she did. And
yeah, I didn't know that Shadow paid
another
for
thing,
the
Shadow,
ticket.
yeah, another thing Shadow did.
What?
It was Elsa's bucket list to come to America, and Shadow paid for her to do it, to
And
fly here.
when she came, she hugged me, and I said, "Ooh!"
Yeah,
I drew back,
yeah.
and
See
Shadow
that's
said,
just see,
well,
I never hugged her like that, but I remember when we pulled because she had issues and I wasn't sure. I never even spoke to her. I maybe said hi or whatever in a chat or two, you know. So it was very uncomfortable. But
and
when she got here, I felt it was okay, but I never hugged her or anything. There's a couple little weird things, but she overall came over her personality wise, at least the one I was dealing with at the time. Uh, I didn't see signs of it, and that's what trips me out is I didn't see it. Because normally I
oh,
would. Yeah, normally I would, and I didn't see it. I didn't.
I could get close to a person
Hmm.
and just touch them, or just
Yeah,
be close to them, and I could feel the evil.
yeah. Usually I'm kind of like that. I could get sick, but not no. And that I think is what bothered me most out of all of it
And
because she had the two laptops, but she had a reason. She had the two or three phones, but she had the reason. And
no, you don't
yeah,
come. No,
yeah, it
that
was
that
weird. It was very weird. You know, something didn't. I'll tell you, something didn't seem right before she came, but then it was excused away, and I was like, all right, well, all right, cool. But then when she showed up, it wasn't a secret. It wasn't like she was, well, let's just say catfishing because showed up. It's not like, she was hiding under some disguise, right? Because she's here, right? Who thought that she was pretending to be somebody else under different names? But
I
she's
see.
buying gifts for everybody. She really bought her way into everybody. Like she was just
I
sending everybody and their mother.
That's why
That,
I said Fuji.
yeah, that was crazy.
And see, I was new. I couldn't
Yeah,
say. The Shadow told me not to say nothing,
right.
not to express my feelings. I said, okay,
Yeah. Yeah, you were quite quiet.
yeah, not to say
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah. That's what bothers me though the most about her is that I should have known she was here. You know, I wasn't mad like because she was here for quite a bit. She was here for 3 weeks, and I wasn't mad at the fact that uh like she lied to me too. It had nothing to do with that. I was mad that I didn't see it
She
because
told me to
like
be.
I said, I always spot that shit a mile away, and
She told
nope.
me not to say nothing about Barb. I said, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
About Barb too.
yeah.
Yeah. See, that was
And I
bad.
and and I saw Stats let the dog out.
Yeah. Yeah. But Barbara kept her out. Barbara didn't say nothing at the time.
Yeah, she kept her out, but
Yeah. Because I was
she
right there feeding it French fries.
yeah, but Stats let her out when Barb put her in.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know. It's so crazy. But Donna, I'm so glad that Donna is so cool, guys. She's like so chill and just like what's up? Like she oozes cool out of her.
I mean, I am cool, but Don't mess with my family, especially
Yeah,
when they're dead. Please
yeah,
don't.
yeah,
A
yeah,
Shadow just wanted peace.
yeah. Lovely lady, Shadow. Lovely, lovely lady. So sweet and kind, man. I just the fact that anything's even being said like that is just really pissing me off. Um,
I
okay,
mean,
all right.
I just wish people would leave Shadow's name out of their mouth.
Yes, me too. I really wish that people would focus on, like, if they're going to discuss something or have a topic, uh, it
J-
should
j-
be
j-
invited. Like, she has nothing to do with this. You know what I
Shadow
mean?
has nothing to do with what's going on now in the
No,
present. If you're going
no.
to speak her name, say it in a positive manner because that's who Shadow was, a positive
Yes,
person.
yes, absolutely.
Does anybody else's dog, when they get excited, do
Here
that
he comes with his
do that spinning around in the carpet and run from room to room and bounce everywhere?
Yes,
We're just
yes,
having a laugh. I think, okay, Robbie's going live.
yes.
Um, Alrighty, guys. Donna, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you coming up and clearing up, things about Shadow and just talking about Shadow with us for a minute. Shadow is an absolute amazing woman and a great friend.
Yeah,
And
yes.
yeah. And please pray for Shadow.
I kind of felt bad because I remember it was a couple about 2 years ago when she was down at Robbie's and she wanted to raid me. And I'm real sketchy with that stuff, and I was like, I don't know.
She did it anyway.
When she was sick, I kind of felt bad. It's like, will you tell her next time she comes down, she can read me.
She did though. She did.
She did.
Yeah, I was talking to her when she was in the hospital. Yeah,
Mm.
and at first she wasn't she didn't feel like she was able to do something like that, but she wanted to. And the more she started talking, the more she went into it. It was fun. It's just she was.
Yeah, I don't even touch the rock. I don't even touch stones.
Yeah, you don't touch stones anymore. Well, yeah, you do. Now you do. You didn't.
No, the ones that we get from I'm not talking about.
You're talking about the ones that I sage and stuff.
Yeah,
I haven't done that in a while.
That.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like the ones like that like to the when we went to what's that place?
Okay.
You know that place?
Yeah.
When we got that stuff, I wouldn't touch it.
Gabe's funny.
Well, Gabe has a glowing light around him.
See, I told you. You don't believe me.
I don't know about maybe very dim.
Yeah, he has.
It's a very dim light.
No, it's not. It's a bright light.
Yeah.
It's funny. I've been told that before.
The
So
demons
does Robbie. So does Robbie.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it is, but like psychics and all the we call mediums and all that.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they see me, they want to read me.
Yeah.
They want to. Yeah.
Because they see the light.
And I'm not comfortable.
It's all right. And when you get comfortable, you can. Or, if you.
No, but Shadow would have been the first person that let
remember
read
she
me.
told you to hold the cards?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Yes, you did.
I did?
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
you did. Yes, you did.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you didn't realize it, but you did.
I held the cards?
Yeah, and she pulled the same damn card
Yes.
you pulled. That's weird. That was weird. You know what it was?
Yeah, that sly fox.
Yes.
I said, and I put my hand on your shoulder and I said, she got you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, okay.
So she's got you. That's funny. No, Gabe's cool. He's good. He's good with that. You just gotta talk him into it or whatever.
And he said, he thought about it. He said, oh, shit.
It was
That's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Little Bit says she'd like to have a reading someday. Tug's at it again. Are you serious? Is he live?
Of course, you went live. He's got to rebut whatever you just said.
Well, I think he starts early, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know what time he starts. I just know that it was a 3-hour video I had to record last night.
Which one is Tug? Is he the one?
He's the one with the mask.
Australia?
No, that's Rabbit.
Oh.
He's the one that has the parody, satire type stuff, mocking everybody, putting people's real voices on diaries and real pictures on faces, kind of like something like a Hodunk Hillbilly. You know, another guy who's been doing it since I was a mock for Jeremy. His name is JK. He actually started off using emojis because he copied me and Kendra with the emojis. Yeah, it's a long time running. But, you know, they want to... I guess they don't like the Hodunk Hillbillies because it looks so good and has a true premise behind it.
So he's old school jerk.
So, yeah. Pretty much.
Old school jerk.
Anyway, people posted pics of Lisa's mom. Again? More?
Now they just do it in spite. That's all.
Let the dead rest, please.
Oh, she's saying no. So you're just saying that people posted pics. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, I see. Because somebody must see. I'm reading the bottom. I have to go back up. Gotcha. Thank you, Sheena. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about. I had no idea this happened in mentioning Shadow, but I just wanted to talk about the supposed doxing last night and what I did before, just seeing that she got upset about it. And then, waking up later on and finding out like my mother's pictures and stuff were up there. And I think it's twisted. And I think those people are all sick individuals. And I'm telling you right now, I am going to the authorities to have that entire group taken down. That is something that I'm working on. So it's just a matter of the process and where I have to end up going is what it is. Because, and not many people. Yeah.
Because you never took nothing from Shadow.
Me? No.
No.
Nope. No. I sent Shadow crystals. She bought crystals and stuff from me. Remember she bought all the pendulums? You did too. All the pendulums?
Yes.
Yeah.
I bought stuff for you.
Yeah. God, I miss Shadow.
So do I.
Yeah. Sad. But I know that she's better and she's with David, so I have to be happy for her, She's not in pain or anything. And
she's not in pain. And she's with my brother. That's what gives me comfort.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, Donna, thank you for coming on. Prayers up for Shadow, everybody. Please put some prayers in the chat. Robbie's getting ready to go live, and I have a feeling we're going to hear a little bit about it from Robbie.
Yeah, let's go watch Robbie.
Yeah. He's a little upset hearing about Barbara's bullshit that she's trying to bring up Shadow again, and someone somewhere mentioned it, so I don't know. But, oh, God. Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye, Donna. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was not there. Gate Smasher, don't sit there and tell me I didn't see nothing about it. What I saw was the dog was out of the cage. I don't know who let the dog out. Okay? I was not there. All I know, I was feeding the dog. The dog was out. Period.
I was there. I seen it. Shadow told me keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, I don't know who let the dog out. I know the dog was out and Barbara didn't give two shits about putting the dog back. That I know.
Yes.
And I said that all along. So Gate Smasher, I don't know why you're in here saying anything.
Who's in there?
Gate Smasher. You were actually over with Gabe. That's where you were. Where I was feeding the dog French fries, you were not there. You were over there hanging out with Gabe. And the dog was out running around by my feet, by Barbara's feet. I don't know who let the dog out of the cage, but Demon Cat said that, she saw it. But I didn't see it.
I did.
Barb
I was
actually was open.
sitting
Yeah,
under
the
the
cage was open.
tree
Uh-huh.
when I seen it. I was sitting by myself. So there. Don't
Yeah,
nobody
I
call
don't
me
know.
a liar.
But here's the thing. If in fact, okay, so you saw her open the cage, right? The dog was
Exactly.
let out of the cage. I got there later than everybody. And I was sitting there and the dog was running around. The dog was running around Barbara's feet. Okay, so
Exactly.
all that happened prior to me getting there. Okay. Gabe was talking to Gate Smasher down a little bit away. And
Me and Barb were
lying
sitting.
about me. I'm not the one who let it out and you're a liar. I'm not arguing about Rogue Ma. Who the hell are you? Who is Paisley? No one's talking about you. Anyway, so I got there after the fact. The dog was running around. I was running around Barbara's feet. I was given her French fries. There were other people sitting with me. So
That
I
was
don't know
way
who it
before
is, but you
that.
said you saw. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I just know that Barbara didn't seem to give two shits that her dog was out of the cage, and she should really just let it out.
Exactly.
Who cares? Like they're like, who gives a shit? The dog was out,
Who gives
and
a shit?
yeah,
That was a
and
long time ago.
yeah, and she's talking about because of the fact that one of the lemurs could have came over. The lemur always comes over there, and Barbara knows it. So why didn't she put her dog in the cage when I was sitting there? Because the dog was by me on the ground. Joyce was sitting there. There was a couple other people there, and Baby used to come from where I was. Like Baby would come up from behind me. That's the area that I was in. Okay. Barbara didn't seem to give a shit. So the whole thing she attacked Stats on about the dog or whatever, I don't care. Stats,
You know,
no
I
one's
don't
lying
care.
about you.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. Block Stats. I'm sick and tired of this chick trying to like control every narrative wherever she is and messaging people about me constantly. Just remove her. Okay, remove her. And Gate, anything with Stats has nothing to do with you. I mean, I understand she's your wife and everything, but no one's having problems with you. Okay, you have to defend her. I get it, but I can't have her in here causing problems. She talks shit about me to everybody. I see it all the time. I get screenshots about it all the time. She doesn't shut the hell up. Go on the other side and go play over there, Stats. You're fine over there. No one's lying. I stood up for you about the damn dog, and I didn't see it, and who cares? Who cares? If she was worried about the dog, she would have either held the dog, put the dog in a cage, and put the dog in the office in a cage.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
It's on Barbara. It was never on Stats. But I'm not going to listen to Stats twisting shit around because that's what she does all the time anyway. So, anyhow,
Jay
just
Smasher,
like
I
Stats
like
coming and
you.
make it like it's about her. Anyhow,
It's
thank you
on
so much, Donna.
it's on Barb. She should have put the
Yeah.
dog back.
Yes, absolutely. But she didn't because when I got there, the dog was out, and I got there later than everybody else, like I said. So it's so stupid. The whole freaking thing is really stupid. So anyhow,
Anyhow, uh I think Stats was trying to give the dog more water. And the dog jumped out.
oh well, see, when there's animals around, you think they might be thirsty or hungry, you might feed them. See, Stats, I don't know why the hell you're like bothering to come in and try and start shit. That's like she starts shit over nothing. And meanwhile, we're sitting here saying she's trying to feed the damn dog. Just tell her to stay out. I don't need her bullshit. She lies all the time.
The dog's bowl was empty of water. So
Right.
Stats was trying to give it some water. And the dog jumped out.
Yeah.
And it ran straight over to Barb.
Right.
So it was Barb's place to put it back in.
Right. Exactly. It's her dog. I mean, if she,
And
you
she
know,
said, just leave it alone.
Yeah. Well, that's on Barb.
I didn't say, oh my goodness.
How was Barbara? Barbara's back in this now?
No, she's trying to be relevant somewhere, and it was mentioned in here. That's all. But
I
we
mean,
nipped it in the bud.
but I'm just saying.
And because Barbara's mentioned, here comes stats.
Well, maybe Barbara and
Why don't these adults grow up?
Right, Donna?
We're not babysitters.
Family now?
Probably. They all like switched. When they got thrown out, they all just went over there.
Went over to Jeremy's?
Yeah.
So they could feel relevant.
We're going to
Basically.
Robbie's.
Yeah, that's right.
Bye.
Bye, Donna. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us on this wonderful afternoon. Anyhow, I'll be back tomorrow night. It should be interesting.
Have a great dinner or breakfast, depending on where you're at.
Exactly. I thought your mom moved to Florida. The address was on Long Island. Yeah, well, so many people know so many things, right? I'm not going to tell you.
I live in Long Island.
Yeah, but what? Oh, okay. Sorry, reading the chat. Anyway, Robbie's going live, guys, in about 8 minutes, and go hang out over there if you want to, and I'll be over there, and a lot of people in here should be over there hanging out too.
Yeah, we'll be breaking bread with Robbie.
Anyway, I will be back tomorrow night, and it should be interesting because you guys are going to learn a lot about Mr. Tuggle, whatever the hell he's being called over there. Tug of War, right? That should be right.
Mr. Tug of War.
Yeah. But, oh, thank you, Bonnie. So, Megan, there you go. I was trying to be nice and courteous to you. And, you started a fucking war. And now your peeps are throwing my mother's images up. And she's not even here with us. So I hope you're happy about that. I will eventually get it all taken down, including that group. But thanks a lot, Megan. You're a bitch.